Petri dish, the Petri dish, the Petri dish,
This is
the Petri dish, the Petri dish, the Petri dish. This is the Petri dish. There's something growing in here, and today, fuck it.
This dog's clotting nose.
It'll be that. It'll be gooey dog nose, and it'll be fucking
She's so
heat.
sick.
Summer. She's not sick. I mean,
Yeah, she feels like she's sick all the time. I mean, she has like a runny nose all the time. She's sniffling. I don't know. It's so bad.
what do you? Are you gonna give her dog cold medicine?
No. Just kind of
She's
well
fucking
wishes. That's all.
100 years
what
old.
That's what my mom always did whenever
like
I got sick. Was just pray and send those prayers my way. And my God, I got cured.
You had to get healed by prayer.
I didn't have to. My mom sent the prayers to me. I'm not saying that that's what happened. I just know that I'm still alive and kicking around.
Now, is that thanks to prayer?
Maybe, due in large part. I mean, my mom always prayed for me.
I don't buy this.
You don't buy this at all?
I don't buy this at all.
You don't buy it at all.
I don't buy it at all.
Well-
I believe modern medicine may have had.
That's why I don't work as a salesman.
You don't work in sales because God is dead?
No, because I can't convince people to do things.
Okay, that makes more sense. Well, that's what's going on. See you guys later.
Yes.
No, let's see. What the fuck
Be one
is-
of them slow ones, I think.
Yeah, what's the last week been about? Let's see. Fucking, there were some comedy shows that existed. Oh, I did my show at Virginia Street Brewhouse. That was pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, that was the one with those.
Yeah, Waltz from Mexico City, Mexico.
What?
They were very nice. Very
Okay.
nice people. I didn't really try to speak any Spanish because I didn't want to embarrass myself.
Did you
but,
say sorry?
I didn't. I should have
You
said it a
should've.
lot. But, it's not my fault they got booked on a show that just had me as an opener.
I wonder if they were just probably in town or something, or like just in the
They're
area.
just literally playing
There's no way they
every
came-
2 hours. They didn't come to Reno because, we need to come to Reno. It's a location. Like when you're
Yeah.
on tour, you just fucking say, okay, I think we can get 2 hours of gas out of this fucking city. And then you get to the next one.
So this is like a little stop they made for, What else are they doing?
It's part of the tour.
It's part of the tour? Yeah.
I just...
Because I was going to say, they didn't fly straight up from Mexico City to just play one bar in Reno.
God, no.
Yeah.
No one would ever do that.
And who else was on that? It wasn't just them, right?
Nope, it was them and me.
I swear the
Other band
bowed out?
just dropped out at the last minute.
No, well,
So I got to play like a full hour show rather than just the usual 30 to 45 minutes. It was kind of nice.
sounds like a workout.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
I burned 3,000 calories that night just
Shit.
hopping around the stage because of my newfound confidence in myself.
There you go.
It was very nice. Cut some cool pictures because Sai showed up. I just told Sai, I was like, hey, show up, I'll toss you some money and just make me look fucking dope. And he
Sweet.
did. He sent me
Yeah.
some dope ass pictures, and I've been posting little things as I go on the internet, just here's how cool
Little
I look in my
teases.
band. Here's how cool I look when I'm sitting in the park.
Look how cool I am.
And it's
I'm doing shit.
I've got so many
Take
dope
that,
pictures of me doing cool shit, and still Bumble dead as shit.
You don't.
No matches,
Oh,
0%.
what is the
Reno,
what is the profile
not
even? What's in the profile?
I'm an ENFP type. I'm dope as fuck.
there you go.
Signed up for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northern Nevada. I'm in a band and I do comedy,
Okay.
so I'm entertaining as shit.
Selling yourself really strong.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, what's up? We're gonna have fun because I don't fucking blow, so just
Yeah.
try it out, and that's about it. And it's like that. No one wants to try it
Well,
out.
you've only been.
That's
I
fine.
mean, what's the?
It's been like a week that I've been swiping around on
Okay.
it. I ran out of people already.
Yeah, that happens. That happens. You're preaching to the one-man choir sitting
Yeah.
to your left.
Yeah, I think I got to go back to regular human interaction and keep on my
Yeah,
going
just talk to her. Yeah, just do shit.
going to social
You know?
things like the Latin dancing
All
is
those
actually
hot
full of
gilfs
ladies.
at Latin dance nights.
I don't want to go for the gilfs,
The hot
but
35-year-old gilfs. That's the thing here in
there
Reno.
better not be 35.
There could be.
There could be. Legally, that could
don't
happen.
know.
Yes, you are correct. Mm-hmm. That is, oh, God. Yep, you could be a grandma at 35. That is a thing that can happen. I don't suggest it.
But if you are one,
But if you
hit
are
up
one,
the Latin dance classes
Yeah,
down at the
come to Latin
Peppermill,
dancing
free
at
every
Peppermill.
Friday. Bobby will be there. He's
I'll be
going to
there.
be
Fuck it.
he's going to be the biggest one.
I'm getting my dancing on, I got my cumbia down. I only did half of salsa because I had to pick up I had to pick up some shit for the show, and this last week was bachata, and I just missed it completely because I was out doing other sociable things,
I love that drink.
which was nice. It's not horchata.
Oh, I'm confused.
It's
No, I ordered it, but I ordered bachata, and everyone at the restaurant knows exactly what I'm talking about.
They just dance it out to you.
No, they just give me a Corona.
It's like, man,
Give me a
fuck this
bachata.
guy.
Yeah, because I usually come in already drunk, so they're already just like pre-prepped for what I'm going to say, whatever nonsense I spout.
They don't even serve Corona. They
Yeah,
they
this is-
just have their own
Yeah,
cooler, and
well,
they're like,
this
he's
is
back.
yeah. I just walk into McDonald's and I just say that. And it's like, oh, there he is again.
Where's the lime?
Where's my I want my chow mein.
They just shove pickles inside of a Corona.
They just give me a bag of doubles, McDoubles, whatever they're called.
McDouble doubles, animal style.
McDoubles. Yeah. I'm so glad they actually made them 2 for $3 again.
Did they?
You can pick and choose. It's like a mix and match type deal now that
Okay.
all the fast food joints are doing.
I accept
You can like
that.
choose between the McDouble and like their chicken version of that, but like
McChicken double.
you always do McDoubles. You do hamburgers at McDonald's.
Back when-
not this cheesy chicken crap.
Man, back when they had the spicy McChicken, shit was dope.
I never had
It
that.
was like spicily breaded, but then they just switched to spicy McChicken to have like a little
spice sauce
shitty,
on it.
shitty hot sauce mixed in
Yeah.
with the lettuce. And I
you
was
can
like,
and you can just buy their normal McChicken and
Yeah.
throw some Red Hot on it.
yeah, it was the same shit. I was so disappointed at McDonald's that they did that to me.
McDonald's
I feel
is
personally
disappointing.
attacked.
I feel personally attacked because their new like drive-through menus are like the big like full scale like LED screens, you know?
Oh, yeah, and they can, like, switch 'em whenever they
and
want.
And it's a huge fucking screen that just shows your order, so the people behind you can see it.
Oh, they can see how
which
fat
is
you're being.
which is
Yeah.
very shameful. I think it's
Definitely.
a very bad poor choice on McDonald's parts because nobody really wants to be seen at McDonald's anymore.
Oh, that's why the drive-through is so popular.
Yeah. And that's
Sad.
why all the homeless people hang out inside.
Oh my god! The other day I went to Burger King and a homeless guy stood in between me and the menu, and just kept begging for me to give him anything.
Oh, I thought he was like begging the menu, like he confused it for a person.
Nope. He was standing in front of the menu and just looking at me like, could I just have anything? Could I have a ride? Could I? And then I was just sitting there, I was like, dude, this is not the place to do it.
Which one was this? Which Burger
The
King?
Burger King near us, like on McCarran? No, not McCarran.
Yeah, it's McCarran.
Yeah, that one right over
Yeah,
there.
that's the one I saw that person getting fired by her bosses. And she was really shook up about getting fired from Burger King.
I mean, honestly, if you work at Burger King, that's kind of all you have.
I mean, there's never been a positive Burger King experience in any of our lives, I think.
Yeah, I mean that's just because like it is the second fiddle to McDonald's.
Well,
which-
yeah, they sell like you can just buy a hamburger for like 50 cents still.
Yeah, you can get,
like inflation hasn't hit Burger King's burger model still. Like
Yeah.
you just get like a base model,
It's
a base burger, right? And it's like
20 nuggets for $1.
yeah, it's like super cheap and affordable, but it's like mostly bread and like no meat.
And just water.
And with 2 pickles and some ketchup and mustard on
Yep.
the bun. That's
they're,
it.
they're basically just big AZ brand.
What?
You know the gas station microwavable hamburgers
Oh, those ones?
where it's like
Yeah, I've only
70%
had-
meat and a 30% water solution.
Yeah, those are too much like hot lunch.
God, I really
hamburgers.
love those though because then
hot lunch?
yeah, because then the bun's all steamy and gross and kind of burnt, and
Like the steamy bun, I don't mind, but like on a hamburger, it's weird. On hot dog, it's different.
It
Hot dogs,
conforms
I
to
can
it.
accept it. I can
Yeah.
accept the steamy buns, especially like Pink's hot dogs. Have you ever been there before?
Nah.
They steam their buns, and the hot dogs are dope, and like they drench it in like chili and cheese and stuff.
That's what I like about the Costco hot dog ones. Is like they show up kind of formed into that aluminum foil, and you just go dump onions and shit on it, and then you rewrap it in the foil, and it all just sort of sticks together
Sort
in
of
little
compacts,
balls.
you know?
Yeah.
Like
Fuck, I
the-
love Costco.
Like millions and millions of years of sedimentary rocks
you
pressed
go.
on top of one another. Thousands of pounds of pressure
Using
over
that
millions
degree.
of years.
Use that degree, Austin. Do
I'm
it.
doing great.
Are you doing great?
I am actually.
How's your week been?
It's
Was it
been
good?
okay. It's been no,
Not
man,
the
now-
worst?
Well, I mean, now I got to think about it.
Yeah.
which is now making me feel kind of bad. No, it was okay.
Yeah,
Week. Got a call back from a job that I'm applying for.
Dope.
And I have the interview this Friday for a full-time position. Not sure how much longer I'm going to be sticking around with my current place that I've been basically since I've lived here in Reno.
They've been fucking jerking you around for the past year anyway.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be assertive enough to like say like, "What's the deal here?" Because they'll just
Yeah.
like give me the runaround, and like they're salespeople. The guy
Yeah.
who like owns the building is a sales guy, and so he'll break it to me in a way where like I'll basically just like nod my head like,
Accept
yeah, I
it.
get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be understanding of why they don't find you important.
No, that makes sense. No, yeah, sure. So what if is it be $13.75 next year? Is that I'm going to get a 50-cent raise? Okay. Yeah. That's totally going to be me.
Fuck. Yeah.
But apply for that. Got actually so the dude who's doing the Orange County, the Oregon Comedy Competition. I hear they abbreviate it as OCC, and and I watched that West Coast Choppers show a bunch.
Orange County Choppers.
It was Orange County Choppers, and I lived in California, and that was also confusing because there's an Orange County in California, but it was actually Orange County in like Jersey or something. You know? It's not Orange County Choppers like California. Those dudes are like East Coast guys. Anyway, the Oregon Comedy Competition. Got a message back saying the dude who's like booking it and running it, he noticed that me and Jim Fleming, friend of the podcast, noted a vodka drinker out of sports bottles.
Yep.
But he's doing better.
Good.
And we're probably going to head up there together on August 17th. So
Hell yeah.
That's really the main thing. Now we don't need to do plugs later, actually.
And you're going to miss the pirate crawl.
I might miss the pirate crawl.
I wasn't going to do it anyway.
Yeah. Well, that whole weekend's going to be pretty busy, and I hope to get on the Pioneer before then, hopefully.
Fuck, I haven't been on the Pioneer in months.
Yeah. Oh, and I went to a strip club. That was fun.
Oh.
Yeah, the one Fantasy Girls. Yeah, I know somebody there. Gave me like a little tour, checked it out, spent a little bit of money.
Were they dancing around?
Yeah, they're dancing around.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was actually I actually went in there on a weird day where there was like actually like dancers, which is apparently not a thing that happens. Like sometimes they just don't show up, or like there's like 2 or 3. Because like when you go, I went in like the day where it's like a free cover, so I just fucking just did that and just hung out there for a little bit and drank some like cheap beers.
Hell yeah.
So it was dope. And that was this week, I think. That's wrapped up in a nutshell. Making some moves. Hopefully they go my way. And I had tits rubbed in my face, and that was that's a thing.
Any week that can happen, I'm going to say that's a net positive. No matter what you're doing, that's a net positive.
But fuck the heat.
Yeah, no, that's why I fucking bought that air conditioner today.
Yeah, it's been absolutely rough. I don't mind it. Like, I'll just take off all my clothes and just sleep, just splayed out on my bed.
But like, there was a couple times this last week where I was just laying on top of my bed, and it was just so hot that I went to sleep without being underneath the blanket.
No, yeah, that's how it's been.
Yeah.
Those back rooms get really
hot.
stuffy, and hot too. And it doesn't matter if you have like a window open or if you're blowing like a box fan in. It's
doesn't help.
No, and that's my experience. Like, I came from a house that was like the room I lived in back home in LA was basically that.
Yeah.
There's no air circulation. There's one window out into like the back yard area, which was like all concrete.
Fuck.
So yeah, it was always hot. And I'm used to it, but
now
I'm a big boy, so I can do something about it.
Now we got like 6,500 BTUs of some sort of cold.
Like have my roommate / landlord buy an entire AC unit.
Hell yeah! Well, I was just so fucking miserable on Saturday when I stopped off here. I was like, oh, I'm drinking way too much cold water, and it's like not helping. And I'm just sitting there sweating on the couch, and that's when I was like, I gotta go just hang out at my dad's place because I know his air conditioning works.
You gotta get out of the house. Fuck.
Usually I would go to casinos, but I was like, I really don't want to accidentally gamble at all right now because I don't have enough money for that right now.
I think I had to work this past Saturday too, and it was fucking rough because it was out in USA Parkway.
Oof.
And it went from like 11 a.m. to like 1 p.m. But we were there kind of early, like 9-ish, and it was not windy, which is good. It's kind of a nice change of pace. God, this must be the most boring podcast for everybody. Everybody's joining Jay in a round of sleep right now.
Everyone go to sleep.
Everyone go to sleep. This is a Sleepy Time ASMR podcast with Bobby and Austin.
You know how it goes.
I think that Sleepy Time is already a podcast title, by the way. So we can't copyright that. Might be one of those stamper guys.
We'll call this one Sleeping with Babish.
Sleeping with Babish.
That's probably not taken. Was it just fucking miserable out in USA Parkway too? I mean, that's pretty much the desert.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool because it was like kind of early mid-morning, and then it just got hotter and hotter, and without any wind or breeze, it's just kind of sits with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the only thing I'm looking forward to for the rest of this summer is my actual birthday. I'm
summertime.
Yeah, like I knew that like
the limousine. I always thought it was like limousine zine, but it's Livin' ZZ.
No, it's limousine zine.
But I like to say lemon.
I bought a 6-pack of inner tubes on Amazon.
Oh, you bought a 6? Oh, okay.
6-pack.
So we're not doing that rental shit.
I saw the price of one. And I was like, oh, it's only like $18. And then I saw right below it a 6-pack of the same one
For the same
like,
price.
for like cheaper, for like only like $9 a piece on those fuckers. So I was like, okay.
I hope they just send you a pile of rags.
Oh god, I hope they don't, because I want a 6-pack of inner tubes, and it's just one of those things where like even if 6 people don't even show up for my fucking birthday, I'm gonna float with all of them tied together.
Is that the idea?
Something.
Yeah, I hope so.
I know some people have their own, so hopefully they'll bring theirs and not fully rely.
I'm not into tubing, so I don't have my own inner tube.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those tube dudes. So I just got me, myself, and I. That's all I'm going to bring. I mean, I might buy some trunks just so I'm not getting my boxers wet.
There you go.
Definitely do that. I didn't do it last time because I went to Old Navy and to get some trunks because I was just in that area shopping around, walking around, getting some exercise in. They're $6. Pretty affordable, pretty nice for a guy like me.
It's pretty good.
And nothing designer print on it. Like no fucking pop culture things on it, because everything I own has a pop culture reference on it, because that's how I grew up. No, just like regular old black
plain
trunks, like yellow stripe,
Normal
red stripe.
person.
Had them in my hand. I was gonna try them on. Fucking all the fitting rooms were taken, and there was a waiting list basically for the fucking rooms at Old Navy. So I left, and mark that one in the other cool story Austin column.
Yep.
This podcast could be full of them.
That's just how your week's going.
Yeah, but I mean, I love it. I enjoyed it. I went out and I did something. Shopped around.
I went to a pool party / barbecue with some new friends I've made. Wasn't my favorite pool party. Great food, interesting people.
Holy guacamole.
Yes.
Did you bring dip?
So come on, take a
Michael
dip, because my
Jackson
pool rips.
of Encino, California.
When he's not at his little theme park, he's eating pizza with the kids.
Whoa,
Moonwalker's back. All right, yeah, but I didn't ever actually end up getting into the pool.
Oh, sorry.
I never actually went and got into the pool. I took forever sitting there eating. There may have been various substances in my system of just whatever I was having fun with. And then
I think you missed out on an opportunity to experience something different.
No, because there was
jumping into the pool.
There's people's kids there, and I didn't want to be high and also having to toss kids around.
Well, then you also get self-conscious, or you get more conscious about whether or not those kids are actively peeing and pooping in that pool.
I didn't go that far, but it was just the dichotomy of my Saturday, because I started off the day going to a pediatric CPR class, and I am now CPR certified from infant up to adult. And then also just being a degenerate at a pool party that didn't even go into the pool because I was like, there's kids here. So like,
well, I mean, why would you waste your time in the pool when you could be saving lives outside the pool?
So really, what I'm saying is I have no idea where I am in life anymore, and everything feels empty inside of me.
All right.
So I've been having.
When you do swim, do you do it shirts on, shirts off?
Oh, shirts off.
Shirts off.
I mean,
right.
like it's like who fucking.
Yeah.
Who needs a shirt in the pool? I guess unless you're really worried about getting sunburned, but
no, I was gonna say it because fatter people like to wear sweatshirts.
But that's only because they're like, I'm afraid people are gonna see me being fat. Everyone knows you're already fat.
Yeah.
Having a shirt stuck to yourself does not help the illusion.
No.
Get a fucking tan, then you'll be better.
You get a tan, or wear a jacket. Maybe a jacket.
Just wear a full parka into the pool.
Yeah.
Just wear a wetsuit.
Yeah, just come in your slacks, and your dressy jacket,
business casual
pool party, tie on everything. Wear a fucking fedora, fat guys. You love that shit.
Yeah, we do.
I gotta find you. What happened to your fedora? You had one.
Oh, I threw it in the garbage.
No, you did. But I mean, you're back on Bumble. Why would you do that?
That's for that exact reason. The same reason I want to burn all my Crocs.
Oh,
because now I look around. Now I look around the house and at myself frequently and go, "Oh, there's nothing good here."
Oh, you don't like the Crocs now?
I have a healthy self-confidence about myself now. Like I know as a person, as a male provider, and as a fun person, I know I got a lot of great shit going on for me. But then I also look at how much of a fucking dork I am, and I'm like, "Ooh, that's hard to sell."
Oh, I see. So you're ashamed of yourself is what I'm getting.
So, like, I have a healthy self-confidence. I no longer have that, like, base self-hatred that I used to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel good and positive about myself, which I really think, like, the therapy and meditation and all the, you know,
help.
like, as lame as it was to wake up in the morning and give myself positive affirmations in the mirror, like, now I'm actually starting to believe it. I look at myself.
Do you do this shit out loud, or do you just, like, say it in your head?
Usually just out loud, you know, just so you can
okay.
you get used to saying the words so that they come out to other people eventually too, you know, just
Oh, shit.
getting used to the idea of positivity as an action, not just as a feeling, you know?
Yeah. That's what my friend's been trying to turn me on to.
Yeah, and so it's like, it felt lame as shit. Every part of this, the meditation, everything, just felt super fucking stupid. And now I, like, look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, hey, all right. Like, in the very least, it's not below a 0 anymore, you know? Like, it doesn't dip down to me hating myself so much that I then devalue everyone around me for associating with me.
I gotcha.
Now I'm to the point where I'm like, I know the good things about myself, but there's enough garbage here that I want to start clearing it out, like a hoarder house of emotions.
Yeah, you articulated it so well. It's the same thing for me, but I don't do like the like saying out loud. I'll look at myself in the mirror and I'll kind of just do it in my head, like, yeah, okay, here's the good things, here's what you'd be grateful for, and then I look at my arms and I think, fuck this, I'm done. I'm gonna just eat hamburgers all day. Burger King, 50-cent hamburgers, and lie in bed all day.
I've been doing the opposite. I've been fixing myself.
There you go.
Like in a mania, just actively seeing everything and just going like, get this the fuck out of here, and
this
just
needs to be fixed.
Yeah, I have been turning wrenches on the inside a lot.
And on the outside.
It's because, I mean, like, I fucking verbally process everything. So, like, if I don't say it out loud, I don't believe it.
I get.
And so, yeah, and so,
it's like comedy. It's like, so you got to say it, but you got to say it before you believe it.
And so, half the time, I do these podcasts, and then I listen to them the next day, and then I feel better about myself. Like, I don't feel good about myself now.
Oh, sweet.
Like, the process of it, again, just feels very self-serving and kind of wrong.
Well, glad I'm a part of it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm part of this thing you feel is wrong.
It's not that it feels wrong to constantly be talking about myself.
Right.
But I don't know what else to talk about with any authority, you know?
Right, yeah.
Because I don't want to delude myself into thinking I'm like a fucking mental health professional.
I mean, it also, in a more like rational way, I think we also haven't had like a real guest on the podcast in quite a while.
And I thought,
So,
and that's the other thing that sucks.
That's part of it, you know. I mean, what else do we have to talk about? Like me,
I got fucking
Nick.
so busy this weekend. We had a perfect guest for the podcast, and I was just never here while he was here, unless it was like fucking midnight.
Well, that's right. Saul was.
Yeah, Saul was crashing on the couch this whole week.
Yeah,
from like Wednesday to Saturday,
sorry,
he was
Saul.
here.
I totally forgot. He was a big part of my week because I got to come home early from work and hang out with him.
Nice.
Give him some company, watch him eat Lunchables.
Hell yeah.
And just fucking throw on the boob tube. And he let me take the wheel. He said, Jesus is my other name. Jesus, take the wheel. And that's what I did.
Good.
We watched a documentary called Losers on Netflix, which I recommend. It's like a half-hour docuseries on like these athletes who are losers, for lack of a better term, who turn their life around in some small way, But it was weird, like the change and shift between the first episode and the second episode.
Was it completely tonally changing?
Well, the first one was about a boxer named Mike Bent, I think, who he was abused by his father, basically. Abused into like becoming a boxer by his father. He never wanted to be a boxer, and so like a lot of the episode is basically like him going over this traumatic childhood. His fights where he was doing okay, and then his fights where he just got at his lowest point. He got knocked out like in the first round. People were criticizing him for being like a pussy, basically.
Yeah, they were like, look at him, he can't even take a punch.
He came to like a dark point in his life. He almost like killed himself, and he didn't. And he got knocked out again. The knockout was so bad that he basically was told he can't fight anymore. He has to retire. But he was able to take his love of like writing, because he was like journaling the entire time, and like he wrote a book, he wrote an article in a sports magazine about like something called The Anatomy of a Knockout, and then he wrote books. He started writing screenplays. He became like a stage director, and he ended up part of kind of an actor too, part-time actor. He was in Ali with Will Smith.
Oh, nice.
He was Sonny Liston in that movie. And he's also like a boxing consultant, basically.
Nice. So really,
and then the second episode was about a bunch of rowdy soccer players. And it was totally just all
Not
comedic.
sad.
It's like they're talking about like this town in England. It's like, oh, this place fucking sucks. And it's like our soccer team's the only thing that we have, whatever the British accent is. It's like, this is all we
I
got.
like how you went like Boston with
Yeah,
it.
it's like, this is all we have here, and it was a really shitty club, and the stadium was on fire, and like there was,
Jesus Christ.
people were showing up, and they loved the town, but like we were about to get knocked out of the Premier League or whatever, and like no one thought about committing suicide at all in that entire episode. That's just, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's another early plug of mine. Check out Losers on Netflix. It's like 8 episodes or something like that.
So you watched that entire series of
No,
Saul?
we watched a few, and then Sal
Okay.
was like, wow, this fucking thing took a real shift.
Yeah, I feel bad because he got here on Wednesday, and I was just gone all of Wednesday because I was like, okay, I gotta, go work out, and then I gotta go do this, and then maybe have a little, go pack some stuff up, and then
Gotta take a minute to stop working on yourself, bro.
right, and then Thursday I was like, okay, I got band stuff, so I didn't even come back home after
No,
work.
just
I just
went
I
straight
picked
there.
up my guitar and I fucking went straight to the shit. And then like Friday, I was just out doing sociable things, and Saturday, and he was already gone.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah. I think I was on. I think it was on Friday. He left around 2 or 3ish. Nick Tarr came around to show him around, go out and help him flyer.
That's good.
And grab some lunch.
Well, fuck. Well, so if you ever come back, you're always welcome on the couch. And next time, I'll try to plan less. Because it was fucking.
He also said that doing this, like just for comics who are like coming out, if they're in Reno at all, just touring, just giving them a couch to stay will go a long way.
Yeah, I mean,
They'll
that's
appreciate it.
That's
for
why
sure.
I got this fucking house. Like
Yeah.
bands and comedians come fucking hang out here because we got nothing else going on. There's literally no other meaning in our lives. It's like this is it.
The
This is all we
entertainment
have.
console is all we got.
Yep, and so like that's I didn't invest in this for me. I invested in it for the love of the game, I guess.
Yeah, hell yeah! What a love it is.
Because back in the day when I bought this house, I didn't believe in myself at all.
Oh wow!
That took me a year to get to believe in
Now
myself.
you believe in yourself even more
Yeah.
than
Now I believe in myself, and I feel like shit's going to start popping off, but it's going to be a slow process.
yeah.
'Cause,
that's how it works.
I'm on a long-ass journey of self-discovery that I thought I was done with, and boy, is it not. Because
We've been at this the same time, right? Like about 4-ish years now.
Yeah, yeah. And so, like, I was just telling Nick earlier that I was like, I need to make a pact of just, like, not staying in any place longer than 2 whole Olympicses. Like, summer, winter, not just,
Oh, I get you.
Yeah. And
God,
so
my
that's
armpits are
fucking
sweating.
You gonna
or
die?
something. No, I'm just perspiring under there, and I can feel it sometimes. Because
That's what armpits are for.
Well, I mean, I got my elbow on the table, so my armpit's kind of free and open and breathing a little bit. So when it sweats, I can kind of feel it running down my pecs
This is good.
a little bit.
This is good. That's another Austin story for you.
Cool story,
Explaining-
Austin, bro.
Explaining how armpit sweat works.
Especially on this fucking.
So yeah, I don't
Sorry
know.
about that.
I don't know if I'm gonna stay here for fucking.
Another like 2 years. Or something.
Yeah,
That's
like
about it.
I'm gonna stay here as long as I need to legally stay here in this fucking house because of the mortgage. But then I'm just gonna fucking, get it mostly fixed up for other people, rent it out, and get the
Dope.
fuck out of here. Because
Yeah.
like, what does Reno have for me except for like nobody liking Asian people? That's about it.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Shit.
Well, maybe a dozen, and how many of those are actively on Bumble right now?
Oh, I see.
It's like I'm never gonna find somebody.
You got to go to L.A. Got to meet other Asians.
I mean, I just got to go to bigger cities where like
where
people.
there's actual Chinatowns.
Well, I mean, I don't actually want an Asian girlfriend that bad.
Oh, okay,
Like I don't
I'm
know
just-
because then they'll just remind me of my family.
Oh, okay.
I need to find a place where people are just used to the
Oh.
idea of Asians.
Okay. So like
Like San Francisco.
like a very woke, very white metropolis.
Just a big city,
Just a big
somewhere
city.
else, anywhere.
Portland,
else, literally.
Seattle, Denver.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna
Chicago.
I'm not gonna.
You know
make it.
somebody in
I'm
Chicago,
not-
too.
Yeah, I know a few people in Chicago.
Hell yeah.
I know a few people in a lot of cities.
You can be in that web series, The Apartment,
No, I'm gonna make my own series.
called The Loft.
What?
That's another word for apartment, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was my big contribution to your future plans in Chicago,
Good.
which are definitely happening now.
No, I'm not doing that shit. If anything, I'm going to shoot my fucking web series here
Okay.
because I'm still scripting it out. Like I've got everything. Maybe I should writer's room it. Like bring a couple people in to help write, whiteboard and help, and like have people storyboard the scenes with me rather than just trying to write them free by myself.
Okay.
Because I mean, like I'm not writing them funny right now at all.
I see.
They're
Well, I
just
mean, you need like a
dialogue.
basic skeleton of a thing.
Yeah, so that's why I
You need
have
some kind of a plot.
Well, I have the outline and the plot and the themes for each episode and most of what I want to happen for each episode, but it's just having to actually write it
You
out
got your A
as
plots, you got your
dialogue.
B plots.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be like fucking 10-minute episodes. There doesn't really.
Oh.
I mean, there can be B plots.
Okay.
So that other characters have
No,
shit
10,
to do.
10, 11. No, it
and
sounds
build
like
it,
a
but yeah,
like an Adult Swim cartoon.
basically, yeah. It's just like here's your.
Are you
Here's
going like a slice of life with this, or like kind of surreal?
It's gonna
What are
be.
you looking at?
It's gonna be a little bit of both.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the way that Louis C.K.'s show was very obviously a surrealist lie that was full of absurdism, but also you could tell that he just loves to jerk off in front of people a lot.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
kind of upfront about that, but
So,
also
like-
you can't afford a helicopter.
I can't. That's why I'm
can't.
not going to write one into the script.
You can afford the
I can afford a
sound
drone.
sound effect of
That's
a
true.
helicopter, and
That's
just
true.
like shoot something off screen. Get like a big old fan blowing. You can afford an industrial fan, right? You were thinking
could,
about buying a billboard space.
Yeah, I
a while
was.
back.
I was. It would have been funny. Would have been a huge waste of money.
It still would have been. It still could be funny.
It still could be funny, but not
Stop
as
with
funny
this
now.
wood shit. You're a new person.
Yeah, but now that I think about it, like it wouldn't be funny at all because it would be a huge waste of money, and also like I don't hate myself enough for it to be that funny anymore.
Oh, I see.
Because now if I do it, it would be a genuine move to actually advertise for something, and not just a mockery of my own face.
Yeah. Well, you can just do your face and it says on the side, "Now on Bumble."
Oh my god, that's the best idea.
Wow.
Oh, what if I just do a whole ad campaign?
It's like,
Like-
check out my profile on
Like,
Bumble.
I'm going to do sketches and an ad campaign that are just all like a singles ad where I'm just like, well, here's some things about me, and every time I just end up weeping at the end of each
Every
every single one. I just get really sad about how alone I am after
Oh,
like
shit.
explaining myself. It'll be so hilarious, probably. I don't know.
I like to cry.
Yeah, it's fucking. It feels nice. It feels nice.
Just not in
Although-
public, like a little bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Crying in public is a whole new ball game.
Yeah. But I've done it a couple times. Like I've teared up.
Of course that. I've never like full on wept in public, well, until recently. But I mean, it was.
Yeah, it's a special occasion.
Yeah, it was special. Special case. It was like a birthday.
Yeah, you deserve at least one of the. You get your. you get a wedding, you get a funeral, you get breakups. That's
Yeah,
cool. That's
you
fine.
know, you get whatever you're feeling. Oh God, weddings are gonna really kill me. Because like I love weddings so
Yeah.
much.
Well, you get invited to them, so
Yeah, and that's the thing is like I've always loved weddings because I used to like work at them too, and so like I love the majesty of weddings. But now mixing like my own self-worth into it and like the hope that someday I'll be able to build my own family or life, weddings are gonna be so hard for me.
yeah. From this point forward,
Yeah, I'm gonna cry like a bitch.
I've
Like
been
I
invited-
don't already do that, but it'll be fun.
I haven't been invited to one wedding yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's one close friend of mine who did get married, but I talked to her like a couple months ago, and they said we're going to try and keep it kind of small and private,
Intimate,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
and
I don't
didn't
know.
end up. I guess I didn't make the cut of guests, which is kind of sucks.
Yeah, that fucking blows. I don't know.
I also just want an opportunity just to go to a wedding and like just wear a suit.
Weddings are so fun. I love weddings so much, and I've been to a few already that were so wonderful.
I know my
Like,
friends aren't fucking getting married though.
Quentin's wedding was great. Spencer's wedding was great. Luke's wedding was great. Fucking, and I can't wait for more people to get married. Guys, invite me to your weddings. Even if we don't really talk much, invite me to your weddings just because I want to go. I want to go and watch. It isn't even about like, oh, it's the display of everlasting love. I'm such a fan of ritual and fucking and ceremony and formalities, which is crazy because of like my problems with dealing with authority figures. And like I just don't accept like fuck the police, but also like but also just watching fucking I don't know, weddings, and I'm not even religious. But even the most religious weddings, I'm like, yeah, God will
Yeah.
provide for you guys.
His favorite song is White Wedding. Listen to this. Bobby loves weddings.
I love weddings, guys.
Even that song by Billy Joel. Whose joke was that? That was somebody's joke. I heard that somewhere. Oh shit, I forget. Whatever. No, it was might have been Veep. Whatever.
Maybe.
It is, yeah.
You've been watching a lot of Veep.
Well, just the last season because it was the one I haven't seen yet. So
The show's devastating.
Oh, you haven't seen the last episode.
I don't really want to.
You don't want
It
to?
hurt my soul.
Well, it kind of turns out for the best. They do like a time skip thing really quick
Oh,
to
good.
like kind of like an epilogue. Like here's everybody. Here's where they're all at now. and turns out everything's kind of okay.
Oh, I accept
Which kind of
that.
it's kind of like it kind of is a good
Ruins the emotional validity of the rest of it.
a little bit, but also I feel like it also serves as like a message that like this whole political system is entirely mercurial and it can change in a moment's notice.
Yeah.
What could feel like a lifetime is probably going to end up being like a couple of years of just a bunch of just backdoor deals that they tried to get done, didn't, and it's going to get turned over again. You know?
Yeah, I really feel like the amount of social media bullshit that exists has really pushed the demagoguery of politicians as celebrities and inverse. And so it's like that mixed with the whole culture of hyperbole.
It's funny you should mention that. We have a president who is technically a
fucking
celebrity.
reality TV show host.
In my mind, I don't even call him the president because in my mind he is WWE Hall of Famer and current United States president. That's
Saturday Night Live alum.
That precedes. Yeah, that's SNL. Yeah, that former roasty on Comedy Central's Roasts and United States president. No, it's no, you're not wrong. I mean, that's kind of where the whole tide was. I mean, based on all those books that all those old English guys wrote a couple years ago, they were like, shit's gonna go fucking weird in the future when everyone's glued to their screens and not really paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can't say that I'm not contributing to it with this whole, like, social media obsession, which, again, is another thing I'm trying to kick, which is why I separated my, personalities, which is fucking lame, again, to say, but to do it was kind of cathartic, even though they haven't given me my Facebook back, so I haven't actually been able to fully separate, which is kind of killing me.
Is that one still like under
locked down? Yeah.
The new one or the
new one,
okay.
Yeah.
Because the one you have right now, that's the one that you want to be more.
Yeah, that's the one I want to be my
personal,
private one.
or private,
but I just can't, like, until I have the other one, I can't transfer all my controls and shit and get re-added to all the groups that I need to that one, so that I can then just delete fucking everybody.
Damn.
Everybody. But,
It's
a process. I'll get there eventually, but I like being a person who wants some sort of celebrity, who wants to be adored by people from the outside in, like trying to regain some sort of internal locus of control while also still having a lot of external influences that really shape me is such a weird thing to play with.
Yeah.
But, like, now my validation doesn't come from external forces, but I do still enjoy that outside validation and, like, crave it even, because who doesn't?
Right. But I mean, as long as, while you're on the subject of validating yourself, I'd like to say that I'll never say good job to you.
Good.
Because that might help you deal with
I don't need it.
No, you don't need it.
I don't need
Instead, say good job to Austin.
I mean, you can. People can say that.
No, I'm saying that to myself. Say good
good.
job, Austin, to yourself.
Yeah, everyone say that to yourself.
This is a message to Austin. Say good job once in a while. And if your stories kind of fall flat, that's okay.
Yeah.
You're not that funny.
Yeah, good job,
Remember
Austin.
that. Remember, you didn't come into this game with this preconceived knowledge that you're going to somehow make it. You came into this because saying something dumb feels good.
Yeah.
And people laugh at it.
Saying dumb shit feels good, and when people laugh, it feels even better. And if you can mix those two into any given weekday or weekend, it helps.
Yeah, and fuck those dorks at the Seismo lab I was working at. They're all right. I just wanted to say fuck those dorks.
I agree. Fuck those dorks.
At the Seismo lab.
At the Seismo
That's
lab.
no context,
Fuck
you know.
those dorks.
People who are listening to this have no idea what I'm talking about. But people who are listening to this, hey, how's it going? How's the Seismo lab going right now?
I got a lot of likes on the Facebook page this weekend. I think I think Brian invited a fuckload of people to listen to the
Hoffman.
Yeah, Brian Hoffman.
Your good South Dakota friend.
Yep. Brian Hoffman invited like literally everyone he knows, and he knows a lot of fucking people to like the podcast.
I doubt any of those people work at the Seismo lab here at
Probably not.
Okay.
They're probably mostly from the Midwest.
I'm not even going to mention
places.
the facility that they work in.
Good. It would
just
be,
in case,
be best, just in case. Yeah, it's good to not put everything out there. But I'm hoping we get one or two more listeners because we got like 50 to 60 new likes on the Facebook
That's
page.
good. Yeah.
So it's like a lot of people know that this exists. Who knows if they'll actually follow through? But thank you, Brian, for
Thank you.
trying to expand whatever this is.
And let me just say, to those new followers that Brian turned on to our podcast, let me tell you about something called Patreon. You can send those likes, you can convert those likes into money.
Into real money.
Into cash dollars.
Yeah.
You can send us $1. For just $1 of your time, you can save a starving African child by listening to this podcast.
Yeah, me and Austin are both starving African children.
Oh, at least I am. I know I am, for sure. I mean, I did the DNA. Please, submit to the Patreon. If you submit $15, you will enter our gold tier, where I can run a DNA test on myself and find out if I'm actually part African.
I just took a DNA test, and turns out I'm 100% that bitch. I did have that in my Bumble profile for a few days, where I just put like,
I feel like that's going to be
I'm 100% that bitch.
That's going to be the new, like, you'll miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Yeah, except now it's going to be I'm 100% that bitch.
Yeah, everyone's going to have that. I saw that Tiny Desk performance, by the way.
I didn't see it.
It's really good.
I didn't see it yet.
It's really.
I liked it on Facebook and then never.
No, I watched it when I was in the downtime I was here.
Dang.
Between working out and walking around, eating donuts.
Good. Walking around eating donuts.
I had coupons.
Got to use them. You got to use them. Chicken update. Still not laying eggs.
But they are making a lot of weird noises.
Yeah,
like whenever I walk out there to like water the fucking patch of dirt that's not growing shit, is they'll start like
they're doing that bok.
Yeah, they'll do the cuckooing at me.
Mm-hmm. They're trying to get
at
you.
They'll be like,
those chickens are trying to fuck.
The threatening kind of, because the one has the things on it, the things that have
things.
There's a term for it, but the red stuff.
Yeah,
it's got the
redhead stuff.
The redhead stuff. The uvulas on the chicken.
Yeah, the chicken has a head full of uvulas.
Yeah, the chicken's pussies are showing, and the one with the reddest, full formed lips. They get real aggressive, or at least they're aggressive towards me, I think. But they're behind the cage, so they just like.
Yeah, they can't do shit.
They want to start something.
Yeah, they do.
They want to get rowdy.
Go punch them.
I would, but my
you'd feel bad.
Well, my Catholic upbringing won't allow that.
Oh, because God is a chicken?
Yeah. You know, all those prayers my mom sent me earlier, they were, in exchange for me not punching chickens in the future, I get to stay flu free.
Good. I thought they were chicken prayers.
No, just
Did she sacrifice chickens?
I hope not. God, I hope not. God, I hope not.
Every time she prayed.
Every time she prayed, she just slit a chicken's neck.
Some chicken blood.
Drank its blood.
Yeah.
That's why I never had chicken pox.
Have you ever had chicken pox?
I did, yeah.
Okay, yes.
I remember distinctly having chicken pox and having to like bathe in an oatmeal.
Man, I'm going to fucking die. Just like we talked about last week. That's how I think I'm going to fucking die.
Yeah, like in fucking Veep, you have adult chicken pox, and he kills his own dad with chicken pox because his dad was also not vaccinated.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
You're supposed to, though. You're supposed to hate those characters.
What's the fucking... What else do I want to... Oh, yeah, the weight loss competition update between me and Nick. I think I'm winning.
Well, Nick's currently at the gym right now.
He's currently at the gym.
Podcasting. So really, who is winning right now?
I mean, I ate a pretty healthy meal for dinner.
Yeah.
And I've been adhering to my under 2,600 calorie...
You know what? And on top of that, I bought groceries, and same here.
Calories in, calories out. I've been hiking.
No, I've been keeping track
walking
of that.
around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I burned 3,000 calories a few different days. Yesterday, I burned over 2,000 calories from the hike, so I bought a fuckload of Taco Bell. I ate
to re-up on those calories, or just at least.
Well, because I hadn't really eaten anything. Because I was like, I'll go hiking, early in the day. I planned for 8:30, and we kind of dragged it on to like a little bit past 9, and then the hike took way longer than I thought. So like, I only had some cashews for like the whole morning until like 5 p.m. And I was just Grubhubbed a fuckload of Taco Bell, like more Taco Bell than I've ever ordered. And for the first time, I haven't been able to eat all of the food I ordered.
Nice. There you go.
And it was still under the amount of calories that I had for the day.
I even got in that and ate some of it. At least the one burrito that was in there.
Oh, yeah, the Chipotle chicken loaded griller. That's my favorite shit.
I don't know. I just grabbed the first foil wrapped thing that felt the heaviest.
Hell yeah.
And it was that.
So yeah, that's my weight loss update. I'm under 330 pounds consistently.
Nice. What's the exact number?
327 last I checked.
So you're not that well.
That's like there's only 10 pounds.
Not that.
There's only 10 pounds inside of that.
Just a total asshole all of a sudden. It's like, well, you're not really that. It's
gonna keep going.
Your weight loss isn't going that great.
And so, like, when I think about it, like when I got back from Laos, I was like 350 something pounds. Damn. So like I'm halfway
Then
from where I was.
Yeah, man, that just goes to show you should get more stomach viruses from Chuck E. Cheese.
Right?
And it'll turn your life around entirely.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, like, I was still pretty fat most of the time after that, but then it was the whole,
Well, the explosive diarrhea saw to that.
Well, no, because I was still Uber Eating bullshit every day, like eating whole Capriati sandwiches and ordering Shawarmageddon.
Oh, shit.
I was still eating like a piece of shit for a
I
while.
did not know that.
But then it was, finding a lady friend for a little while and then instilling confidence in me that really made me realize, I could improve this
That's all you need.
at all.
That?
Like, I can continue to improve all the time.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
That or tits in your face for around $20 a dance.
I really don't want to go down that because, like, when does it stop? When I get extra lonely, am I going to go get prostitutes? And that's how I get AIDS.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or chicken pox.
They're pretty healthy.
One of those strippers is going to have a kid with chicken pox. She's going to come rub her tits in my face, and I'm going to die from stripper pox.
No, that's just speculation.
Yeah.
Chicken. Wait, did you say they did rub the... Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah. They're
Rubbing chickens all over them? 'Cause that's how they... what you said?
Yeah, no, that was the train. Yeah,
I zoned off.
got
Sometimes
it.
you talk,
got
and
it.
it's like sometimes it's hard to follow.
Yeah, I get it. I listen to a lot of podcasts on 1.5 times speed, so my brain's firing on all synapses.
You're firing at a 1.5.
And I've been drinking fuckloads of coffee recently because it's a great appetite suppressant. When I drink enough of it, it moves past the anxiety point into the mania, which I can work with.
The mania, huh?
Yeah. It's bad. It's a terrible addiction, but when I stop, I get fat again, and I got to win first. So
Stopping the coffee or just stopping...
the massive amount of coffee.
Oh, I see.
But I'm only at like 4 or 5 cups a day right now, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
It's not the worst. I've been way worse.
If I had free coffee, man,
all the
which I
time,
yeah. Which I kind of... I mean, I could just grind up your own coffee.
I mean, yeah, there's a fuckload of it, and I'm never here drinking it. So,
but last time I made coffee, Sal was here, and I did the drip method, and it just came out tasting weird. And I think it's because like the grounds inside the bean chipper.
Yep, good words.
We're already in. The grounds are already ground up.
Oh yeah,
some of them are already
grounds.
so like they're kind of just old.
Leached the oils out, maybe got a little rancid.
Yeah, so I think that's part of it. It was either that or maybe I just dabbed too much water on the paper filter. I don't know.
Could be anything.
It just came out.
Can happen.
It just came out kind of bad.
Why
So
don't you just make good coffee?
well, I mean, I learned my lesson. I mean, I try not to use like so many resources that you guys buy, honestly, just because I feel bad about it. Outside of the eggs, that's about it.
Let's see what
I
else.
don't go digging through your cashews to make my own cashew cream or anything like that. I'm still looking just to do that at some point.
Just cream your own cashews.
Cream my own cashews.
There you go.
Gotta
buy
make
a
a
fuckload.
gotta make a Costco run, or at least a Winco run, because they don't have it at Smith's for some reason. They
Weird.
were all out of. When I went there, they were all out of the cashews that I wanted, and it sucks. And patrons for $1 a day, you can send money to us
So Austin
to help
can get cashews.
a starving African child, which I have determined that is me, by 1/4%.
His only meal today was donuts while walking.
Donuts while walking.
Today,
And
I
that
had
was it.
free banana bread at work, and they have unlimited peanut butter. And then somebody also just bought me Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit. Because
How do you have unlimited peanut butter?
unlimited peanut butter?
From like where? What was the source of peanut butter?
They just give us all peanut butter.
Like in jars, like individual, like everybody got a jar of peanut
Like,
butter.
here's
or
your
is it
peanut butter.
just like in a cup.
There's
What-
like, here's your allotted
here's
amount
your-
of peanut butter.
So it's not an infinite amount of peanut butter. If it's allotted, then
infinite.
it sounds like socialism to me.
Yeah, but it never runs out because we're run by the U.S. military.
So it sounds like
It's patriotic socialism.
It's, also
which means
socialism.
it means it's allowed.
yes, okay. Sounds like feudalism
Yeah,
to me.
as long as you really love America while you do socialism, it's totally okay. Actually,
yeah,
it's when you start being black.
yeah. That's when it starts getting real
That's
bad.
when it gets bad.
Yeah, man.
You're not allowed to be any kind of brown unless you sell yourself to America.
Okay.
God bless America.
God bless this country and its WWE Hall of Fame president.
Beautiful. Let's see what else can we update. We got all those. I think we got all the updates out of the way an hour in. So we're doing it, Austin. We're doing it.
And that was a big part of the show.
Yeah,
anyway,
let's
so.
see. Comedy scene update. What's going on in the comedy scene? Anything cool?
A girl on Facebook said, "Hey, I'm moving to Reno and I
yeah.
do comedy."
And then I put all the open mics up there for her.
So there you go. Bobby's
Yeah,
a good
we got
person.
We got one new comedian.
We got
Good
him.
job.
It is a girl this time. We did it.
I didn't really. I mean, I just wanted to help.
And you did.
I did.
So good job.
I I'm out there helping.
I said good job, sir.
Oh, thank you. You already told me you weren't going to do that. I like that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Already failed on your own goals.
Well, I mean, I failed on so many other goals, so many other things. That it's really not, I'm not affected anymore.
That's good.
It doesn't
That's
matter.
good. Failure isn't the end. It's part of the process.
That's right. That's why I'm going to Mustang Ranch later this week.
Hell yeah. That's, God.
Nah, that's not. I don't have money for that. That's fucking not until I get this new
Go
job.
gambling.
Who knows?
You can go gambling and then win the money for prostitutes.
I could just gamble my next paycheck, huh?
Yeah.
Let's depend. Let's see how. I'm so fucking so stringent with money when I don't need to be. Like I could just spend it on shit because like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, money's a construct.
Yeah, that in like 20 years we're not even gonna be here.
Yeah, we're all gonna be fucking dead soon.
Yeah,
so
climate change. We're already like what, over the edge, over the ice shelf, so to speak.
I don't know.
What are those ice shelves?
Humans are fucking cockroaches that'll survive anyway. So I just hope I'm one of
In
them.
some small way, yeah.
Yeah. So I just hope that I'm one of the survivors,
We'll probably like take just a massive hit to population, I think.
which is good.
And it'll be a
I'll
gradual
take it.
change. Like I'm not.
Thanks,
whenever,
George Soros.
Yeah, whenever I hear like, I mean, climate change is an important thing. Whenever I hear like, there's a point of no return. Like it's not like we're all gonna like die like immediately.
Yeah.
Once it reaches that point, it's gonna be a slow burn. It's gonna be a process. And you know what? Some people are gonna be so depressed they're just gonna end it there.
Exactly. I think that's what's already happening.
Yeah.
I already had this theory of like there has been a generational culling for like every other generation before us, with like from the Black Plague up through the fucking drafts in the war.
Yeah.
People have just been en masse dying so that there's never been the amount of people there are now that like we've fixed society enough to where it's like we have wars, but now we have the robots do the wars.
But if you imagine all those baby boomers dying at the same time,
Chicken
that's
pox.
like fucking chicken pox will be cured.
But it's just like, if you
Forever.
think about all the bullshit that's happening, anti-vaxxers, just mental health is just at an all-time low forever.
Just crazy, yeah.
And so it's just like, I feel like genetically humans are breaking down.
It's like a counterintuitive thing that you say that. It's counterintuitive because like, while mental health is low, like the lowest it's ever been, I know more people who are going to therapy.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Yeah.
Which is a good thing that we have in place, but it's not helping a lot of people.
No.
Plenty of people still dying. And I think it's just part of, the natural human evolution where a lot of people are just going to start dying off because, like, everyone's genes are either going to tell them self-preservation, time to stay here, or, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
This experiment is over.
I want to be like the kind of optimist, like, this was worth it, and then kill myself.
Hey, you see?
Which is like, you're going off with like a positive note,
Yeah, I mean, really...
That way, the internal nothingness,
you can just tell yourself, the simulation has ended. I have served my part in it, the end.
And then you just wake up and it's the Matrix the whole time.
Yeah.
And then you
Could
realize,
happen.
like, oh, shit, I should have just stuck it out and seen what would have happened.
See,
Now I'm a weird robot food source.
I don't think it would be as simple as the Matrix. Like, I think everything is a simulation in the way that there is the Futurama binary god of ones and zeros, who's just kind of existing and accidentally made the universe because he was also just omnipotent and exists. And so then, like...
I just thought that, like, we're kind of that. Like, each person individually on this planet is kind of that omnipotent for something.
Yeah.
For some small, like, microscopic or multiverse being, like, we're someone's, like, Lovecraftian horror,
Well, I mean, if you think about it, like, humans shouldn't exist. We see her all around us, and nothing else exists like us because I feel like humans themselves are quantum machines.
And also, we're not trying.
Humans are trying pretty hard, but not hard enough. You're right.
Yeah.
But it's, I think we just got to expand and evolve beyond the level 5 beings we are, and it's going to take a lot of death and destruction before we figure out the next step.
And then we'll be level 6.
Level 6
with
ones.
Plus 12 dexterity.
Yes.
That'll be fucking sick.
It's exactly what
dual
we'll
wield
be.
those sais that I bought from the mall. They don't sell those anymore at the malls. Actually.
They don't. That's
They
very
don't do any.
dangerous.
They don't do any of that sword shop, smoke shop, type deals anymore.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
What's your god, Austin?
What's my god? My god is whatever. You know what? That's a good question. That's
Yeah.
a very good. That's a deep question. You know what? And for $1 a day on the Patreon, you can send us money and tell us who your god is.
Because that's the thing I've been grappling with for the past like week or two. Is
Like
just
what you think as like an afterlife?
It's just like I've been struggling with it for a while, ever since like, because again, I'm a huge fan of the ritualism and kind of sanctity of something existing in the world beyond humanity itself as it exists, whether that be some sort of science or religion and spirituality that exists. And I was talking with my sister about this, that the idea is that humanity or existence is just a circle, and we have science on one side and faith on the other. But if you go far enough into one, you end up in the other. Like when you think about it, when you get far enough into like quantum physics and other things that can't literally be proven, it is faith-based again.
Well, if you're deep enough in the field of science, that like echelon of like highly educated people, they kind of, it's almost like a religion. They all kind of agree on the same.
And it's philosophy.
Well, they all kind of agree on the same thing, but their whole deal is like, let's see if we can push this further. Religion is like more centered on like, this is what we already have. This is how people should what people should believe and how they should behave. They don't like seem to like want to extend. They just want to extend the breadth of religion, to other people. They don't want to like push it further into like, oh, what else can we understand about this?
And that's where I think theology went wrong. Is theology used to be the answer to things because that's what they had. So all the best scientists and philosophers way back in the day were super religious because they were trying to get answers. And then fucking now it's become a business too much,
on both sides.
Crusades and all that. And so like,
God bless capitalism, man.
Yeah, we really fucked religion.
That's why my idea of the afterlife is an infinite circle. A Circle K, actually. It's a gas station where they all have all the treats you want, Even the ones that you never see very often, like the Zero bars. Those are dope. White chocolate, nougat. Mwah, perfect. Love it. That's my version of the afterlife.
Your afterlife
and the bathrooms are always clean.
Hell yeah.
But one is always out of order.
I really hope the afterlife is just me getting returned to the immortal soup that is the energy of all existence, And instead of having to live this individual body anymore,
you just become a collective with everyone else.
I become the rest of the world. I become the energy within us all. I become part of the earth. I become every other animal.
You become Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
You become a cheetah.
I become all space and time.
You become a West Pine sap. Become
all of it.
You become Hitler for a little bit.
A little bit. All of us are part Hitler once we return back to the fourth dimension. I think that we are all, part of that same being of Earth that exists. Because what if we're all just the microorganisms on the planet of Earth that cause it to have life?
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So what if we die, return to the Earth, and then become part of this fucking marble shooting through the Earth forever? And we feel it. We feel the whole journey and experience as part of it. That's my God.
Yeah. Okay. Just formless. My God is Cthulhu, and
I accept that.
Yeah. I feel like he's kind of like the same idea, right?
I mean, he's supposed to be like an unimaginable horror.
He's an unimaginable horror that's worshipped by some fish people in Massachusetts. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was thinking about, actually earlier today, just what is afterlife? And I was to say, reincarnation's a thing. Or even reincarnation into another universe, like a multiverse type of deal. You're just hopping around, but time's always moving forward. That's my you can't reincarnate into a previous person.
Oh man, I thought it would be the opposite.
No, you got it. I mean, time is even more of a vague concept than spaces. If you think about it, time is just something we put markers demarcations on it.
I don't know. I heard Stephen Hawking describe it as the thermodynamic era, where time is constantly moving forward and shooting. Yeah. So we're not going to be able to stop it.
Yeah, physics. When you go to think about a physics problem, you can't.
It.
Yeah, I mean, if you think of time as energy can't be returned to a previous state. It can't be. It can only be transferred. It can't be created or destroyed. Time is just
energy going forward.
It's just always going to go forward. It's going to find some. At some point, it'll find some point of rest, I guess, but even then, we don't know. I don't know. I'm just fucking.
Yeah, but that forward time thinking is really all we have in the third dimension.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What if in the fourth dimension it exists as a substance to be played with?
Oh, yeah.
Because I was just talking about this idea with a few people this past week, where what if human existence is, because I believe in humans as quantum machines, that our brains shouldn't work, but it's constantly exploding to create human consciousness in whatever societies we have. What if what if each human, as we are, never dies because in whatever consciousness we're perceiving, we keep going in our dimension, which is why there are infinite dimensions, because us as quantum machines keep splitting off random dimensions. So whenever we die, another dimension exists where we don't die, so we're now experiencing that one.
Yeah.
And every near-death experience that people have where they see, like, oh, I saw the light, or this, that's just the wormholes in between dimensions.
Yeah, you're just going into a new one where you're a fucking pope or something.
Yeah.
You're a pope. And this one, you're a store clerk. And this one, you lost your virginity at 13. It's crazy. All sorts of different possibilities.
All sorts of them.
This one,
they all exist.
This one, you finally learn how to play guitar.
Finally, or you already know.
No, I mean, yeah, you. That's the dimension you're in now. But everything else is the same. It's the same life.
Could be.
I mean, that'd be kind of a lame role, I guess. And
well, yeah,
to top into the dimension where it's like the same one as this one, but you just kind of have a new talent. You have a slightly different talent. Yeah,
but if
no butterfly effect. That small thing could have.
If your soul is infinite and time doesn't actually matter as much of the construct that it is, doesn't matter that every reality you experience sucks ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's your life to experience.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's probably asking too much to be Pope, I guess.
I mean, not if you want to be Pope.
In one reality, I get super Catholic. Probably just
Still
like hardcore.
I mean, think about how old all the popes are. You have 40 years to become Catholic and become Pope.
Yeah,
right
become
now.
like almost neo-fascist.
Yeah. Fuck it,
Like that same
become
level.
Nazi Pope, like the last one, the quit.
The last one, that did, yeah.
Austin Baca, the Nazi Pope.
He was a Nazi, huh?
Yep.
For a little bit, and then he denied it or something, or he was like, oh, that didn't.
He was like,
the Holocaust.
This is where I lived. It was popular.
The Holocaust was fake. That was his whole thing, right?
Something.
I remember that.
I don't know. It was fucking bad.
I remember Pope John died. We were all in class in Catholic school, and we actually watched the whole ceremony thing. They do the smoke signal out of their fucking chimney or whatever. That's what they do.
Chimney,
That's how they decide. They don't do like a fucking group text. It's a goddamn.
All the Catholics are like, ooh, the Pope.
It's like meet up at Pope House 11:30 a.m. LOL XOX on a fucking group text to all the cardinals and bishops. Now it's a fucking smoke signal. That's how we operate.
It's a ceremony.
That's why no one takes Catholics seriously.
Yeah, because they're still operating on smoke
We're
signals.
still doing this shit. We're still burning some paper.
Yeah.
It's like, hey guys, time to gather around. We got a new pope. We decided.
They should just tweet from the official Pope account.
They don't have like a third man, to like a liaison from the popes or the popes and bishops to like the commoners to say like, okay guys, we decided on a pope.
Are you suggesting the Pope should have a personal secretary?
Yeah, basically. Do they not already? Do they not have that?
I don't know.
I mean, if the Pope's basically like God's secretary, why doesn't he have like a secretary?
You got me.
There's like a hierarchy to things. It's like a business. Come
I don't
on.
understand organized
You think
religion.
God would understand? Man, God's a stupid businessman. You think about that? He doesn't know what he's doing.
No.
He's just up at the top. Just like, all right, you guys run the corporation. And look at where we are. Fucking on the verge of collapse. 20 years from now, God's going to come in. He's like, shit, I was gone for I was just out to get a coffee. You guys did this to... Look, the fucking cubicles are on fire. Desks are turned over. Coffee machine's not working. Why'd you guys do this? Come on.
So that's your God.
That's my guy. He's just a stuffy middle management type dude, but he owns the business, but he's like not involved. He's like out, shooting wild game.
He got where he was from nepotism.
Yeah, he's just shooting wild game out in Africa. That's what his thing is.
Taking pictures with rhinos on the internet. Yeah, I get that.
He's basically that dentist who shot that lion.
Yeah. Well, Austin, what do you got coming up?
Well, I mentioned it earlier. It's kind of a good... We got all those plugs out early for this very reason. We were going to get really deep and really weird.
You know it.
But as far as what's going on, open mics, second and fourth Mondays. Last one I had Steven host it. Heard it went okay. And by okay, I mean he got heckled. Yep. And that was about it. And so that's second and fourth Monday. Please show up or don't. I mean, no, do. Please come out. Come out. Do a good job. Good job, Austin. You did it. And we got, what show? I mean, really, the only shows I got coming up are in August the 15th, doing a little show at Hughes and Porter for Stephen Dente asked me to be on it, just coming up as a feature. He is going to be closing out the night, working on his headlining set for Cobb's, and then I'll be in Bend, Oregon, I believe, on the 17th of August. And man, this is almost the last day of July.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're on the eve of the end of this month.
Got a few more days left.
Okay, so there's nothing to plug for July then, honestly.
Yeah.
Just August going forward. Some stuff coming down the line. In talks with Luke with the Improv for something in November, which is a couple months away. So I'll talk more about that when we get closer.
All right. Well, I don't got much for comedy in the next month or so, but I do have
shit.
August 24th around 5 p.m. or maybe 4 or 5 p.m. We're still kind of figuring it out. Let's say 4 p.m. just in case, because it'll be a hard stop at 9 p.m. at Shoe Tree Brewery in Carson City. Sad Giants and Blunderbust and maybe a few other bands will be playing.
Is Blunderbust a local group?
Yep, they are. And they got us the show down there in Carson City. So come on out to Shoe Tree Brewing Company August 24th for that dope-ass shit. Celebrating my birthday August 10th. That's a Saturday. We're all going to float the river. Fucking maybe get a sipping cycle. You know, the brew bikes if enough people get into it. Because
I'm into it. How many do you need? You need like a 12 for a group?
I think you have to have a minimum of 6, which we have. But I'm not about to drop $400 on a few people.
Is that what that costs?
It costs a lot of fucking money. And
to just fucking ride around and annoy people and drive
yeah,
cars?
And then we got to spend more money on drinks at the bars. But I figure if I buy the fucking bicycle, maybe people will have fun. But who knows? I just figured I have to get myself all my own presents
Right.
and joy out of my
you.
own birthday, because it's like
Me personally, I would not. I mean, that's rich for my blood. I don't like spending a whole lot for myself on my birthdays.
I never have before, but you know,
I mean,
I'm fucking worth it, and I deserve this.
for $1 on the Patreon,
For
though,
$1 on the Patreon,
you can send some money to Bobby, so that
Send
way
me-
he doesn't need to pay a whole $400 on
It's gonna end up happening.
on a brew bicycle. Which, if you haven't seen, look up some pictures. They are retarded.
Yeah, it's stupid as shit, and I don't think these ones even have like beer on them you can drink. Like,
No,
you
I
have
mean
to
the idea
go
is
to
like
the
it's like
different bars.
it's a bar crawl, right?
Yeah.
Basically, but on a bike, on
But
a big weird bike where everyone's riding at the same time.
Yeah, other cities that like have them approved, there's like taps on the actual bike, and you just ride around drinking, and then you can go to other bars. But this
How
one,
come this town
not so
doesn't
much because
you can,
fucking Reno sucks.
But you can like drink in like
Public?
plastic cups
Yep.
in public,
I don't know.
open containers.
Shit's all bad.
You can't have like glass outside, but other than that, it's like free range.
Yeah, but we'll figure it out. Either way, my birthday's not going to suck this year because I'm taking the goddamn reins on it for once. Mm-hmm. So that's
good.
my August. And then, of
dope.
course, far off along the way, but much needing to be planned starting now, Nick and Bobby Act Weird is happening again, but this time at the Reno Improv, September 6th, around 8:30 p.m. You can get your tickets online, and I'm sure Nick and I will have tickets to sell to people, or maybe not, just either go to the Improv and figure it out, or show up. I'm pretty sure the show's not going to sell out, because it's fucking Nick and me. Like, what What are we going to sell 80 tickets? No, we never have
But the
before.
improv shows have been doing pretty good.
They have, and so I hope a couple people check it out and get super fucking offended, because I'm definitely doing Disney again. I'm definitely gonna fucking do some. I'm gonna do some weird off shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Some
I'm
new
working,
stuff, some old stuff.
I'm working
The
on some
greatest
stuff,
hits.
but I'm not sure if it'll be done by the time we get to that show.
But it's September, right?
It'll be September 6th. Yep. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited for it because it'll give me the drive for the next month to fucking do something with myself.
And I'll actually be there to see it because I
Hell
got
yeah.
that date changed for the
Dang.
Oregon thing. So
So it's gonna be dope as fuck, guys. Come on out to that.
$5 too.
$5.
That's
just $5.
what a steal.
Yeah.
Or you can take that $5 and donate it to this Patreon that we got.
You can do both. You can do both.
Yeah, you can do a little bit of both. Anyway, what do you got that you are into? What do you dig? What are you driving on?
What am I
These are
digging
the other
right now?
plugs.
Yeah. You know,
What are
actually,
you digging?
I just started listening to Selena Gomez.
Oh,
I never have before because I was like, man,
okay.
fuck that. I don't need that shit. But
I haven't listened to a
boy,
whole lot of. I don't know any Selena Gomez songs.
She
actually.
has some heart-wrenching shit. And so I've been listening to Selena Gomez. She has a song from the 13 Reasons Why soundtrack, which I never watched that show. 'cause
I
heard it
watched that
blows
show,
dick.
and I told people that I watched that show, and half of them hated me for it, and half of them loved me for it.
Well, there's a song by Selena Gomez called Back to You. It hurts my soul, and I listened to it this morning, and, the day went all right.
Okay.
And then there's another song she has called Camouflage. Also, just kicks me right in the dick. So Selena Gomez, not as bad as you guys might think if you don't listen to modern pop music.
What is that song about? Is it about a song about buying camo at Scheels?
Yes, that's what it is. She's huge into buying camouflage at Scheels.
She's huge into shooting ducks.
If you guys want a really fun folk punky fucking song, I'm not going to start fucking playing it right now.
Oops, you kind of did.
But it's by a band called Coffee Project, and it's called "This Is Me Getting Over You" in 2 chords, and it's only like a minute and a half of a song. Oh wait, chords or less. That's what the whole title. I had to let it scroll, but it's "This Is Me Getting Over You" in 2 chords or less by Coffee Project. It came on my Discover and Spotify, and I was like, hey, you know, this is a song. It just hit me in a spot. Not like I'm sitting here like, this is how I feel, but I was like, I get this. Nice. So it's nice.
Cool.
And I don't think I'm really feeling much else. Still
Dope.
watching fuckloads of Letterkenny and Queer Eye. That's about it.
Yeah, I got to get back on that Queer Eye, or at least be here when you're watching it. Because
Yeah.
I don't like compel myself to watch it, and everyone keeps telling me I should watch it.
You should.
But I know.
the best.
That's a plug for me for the future. Future plug.
Future plug.
Next week I'll be all up about Queer Eye. I'll
Good.
be in love with it. I'll have a favorite queer guy.
Yeah.
And that's tasteful. Let's call them that, queer guys. And yeah. As far as plug this week, a game called Baba Is You. I've been playing a bunch of.
Yeah.
It's a fucking weird puzzle game. It bends your mind because you basically make the rules. You can push words around, and you can change the very mechanics of the world of that game. So there's that. As TV, Catch-22, we were just watching that earlier, which I'm getting into. It's a miniseries, only 6 episodes. Going to finish that one up. And music, Chastity Belt has a new song that came out called Anne's Jam, which is pretty good. I only plugged them because their last album, what was it called? They put it out 2017. It has a song like Different Now on it, which is really good. Yeah, check out Chastity Belt. They're a good band.
Dope. Well,
That's it. I covered it. No books to recommend. Or I mean, I'll do. Hey, it's Nick. Hey, I've been reading, and Dance is the thing I read by some Japanese dude.
Jay Randall tried to get me into Bukowski because he says I need more misogyny in my life.
Yeah.
And I've been ever since he said that, I was like, I need to look at myself. That he thinks that that's a suggestion I need. So I was at a party Friday night, and I argued with 2 dudes in the kitchen about why men aren't needed anymore.
Nice.
So I took the exact opposite path, Jay Randall. I'm watching you. Because you know what? I kind of believe it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Men, not as useful as they used to be, because we don't need, men are the providers, men are the hunters. We live in fucking society now. There's an overabundance of crops rotting in fields because men aren't shit. So, sorry, we've outlived our usefulness, and we need to evolve mentally and figure out what the fuck all of this means.
that's
Brute strength doesn't fucking matter anymore. That's what one of the guys tried to say, which is one of those things that always gets me, is when people are just like, of course men are superior, look at you. And I'm like, fuck that. My size has never once helped me in life.
Yeah. Also, your size is a genetic mistake.
Exactly. I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't want to be looked at like I need to be bred like a goddamn show dog, because guess what? I also have intelligence. I know that in most situations I can Kool-Aid man my way through drywall. I'd rather have the intellect to know to just fucking walk around the
You
goddamn
can just like
wall.
walk onto a football field, like no one knows who you are, and like, where's your helmet?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I can think, and humans need to think more. More think, less dink. I don't know. That's my catchphrase
there you
for the
go.
day. Either way,
I'm going to live by that from now on.
Yeah, that's enough fucking words.
More dink, less think. I mean, more think than less.
Nah, more dink. More dink in general.
Been dinking around too much.
All right, everyone, check your dinks.